Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home. We're using minimal equipment today. All we're going to need is a set of dumbbells and one band or tube on a little bit higher setting. So remember to come into these workouts warmed up and ready to move. 5 to 10 minutes of a cardio workout just to get your heart rate up and your muscles and joints warmed up and ready to move and your mindset ready for movement. Okay. So we are starting on the floor today. We are going to do a chest press on the floor with a bridge. So we've done them on the ball, we've done them on the floor. I like to add multiple muscle groups to make each exercise as effective as possible. So we're going to start on the floor. Remember to flatten your back, squeeze your glutes, lift up into a bridge. And then we're going to do a chest press from here as we hold that bridge. So you're pressing through your heels, squeezing those glutes and pushing those dumbbells towards the ceiling. Breathing. You can also keep them in close here. It doesn't matter. Whatever feels better on your joints, on your body. Breathing. Keep those hips up. Really squeeze those glutes. And last one, press and come down. Good. So we'll set those weights down with good form, get them out of the way. We are going to stay in this position and do some leg lifts next. So extend one leg, think about flattening that back again. We're going to lift and lower right here. So we want it to come up equal with this leg and then not quite all the way down to the floor. Really engaging that quad. This is a good way to work on your quads. It's obviously working on your hip flexors as well. But it's a good way to engage that quad and do an isometric quad contraction without bothering your knees. So if you are having knee pain, this is a really great exercise to do in lieu of other, squats or lunges or things like that. So if you're having knee pain and you don't want to do one of those, you can do these instead. These are also great ones to do anytime. They're actually surprisingly more difficult than they seem. It gives you a chance to work on those core muscles, flattening your back, keeping those abs engaged, breathing, and the slower you go, the more challenging it is. Sometimes people want to put ankle weights on with these, and that's fine, but if you just really slow it down, that ankle weight, I feel, can be a little bit unnecessary. Last one. And rest. Okay, good. Now we're going to stand up. Actually, we're just going to flip over. And we're going to do a bear crawl. So this is a challenging one. We'll start on your hands and knees. And to begin with, you can try just crawling on your hands and knees. It's pretty challenging. More challenging than it seems. Bear crawl, you lift those knees, and then we're going to alternate your hands and your feet going forward, and you can turn around. It doesn't need to be a large space that you're using here. Trying to keep your back flat so you're not up like this, keeping low to the ground. Back and forth a couple times in your space, using a lot of different muscles here. And let's go back one more time. Lots of legs, lots of core, lots of arms. I like this one. And rest. Okay. We've been on the floor for a while, so stand up nice and slowly. Make sure you're not lightheaded or dizzy. Now we're going to move over to where I've got my tube here. And we're going to do triceps extension. So have that tube on a higher source. Let's add a little balance here. We'll do a tandem stance while we do it. This one, you want to keep your elbows locked to your sides, directly beneath your shoulders, and then press down from there. So you're straightening your elbows and then slowly bending them again. Working that muscle in the back of your arm. Breathing, keeping those tummy muscles nice and tight. Go slowly both directions. Now, don't let your elbows come forward here. You want to keep them back, keep them directly beneath those shoulders. Really isolating those triceps, bringing those bands down beside your hips so you can straighten your arms all the way and rest. Okay, triceps extension. Next, we're going to lower back down to the floor. Oop, got my computer in there. There we go. On your hands and knees. And we're going to do a fire hydrant. So a little work for those hips. I want your hands directly beneath your shoulders, your knees directly beneath your hips. And we are going to lift out to the side like that. Now, keep your back level as if you were to have a teacup on there. This is a pretty small range of motion. So I get out to my end range of motion, and if I go much further than here, I kind of have to twist my back a little, twist my hips, and I want to keep all of that as stable as possible, really working on those stabilizers as well. 8, 9, 10, and switch. Let's shake out a little bit if you need to. Small range of motion. Don't be an overachiever on this one. We don't need to lift it way up like this, because then we start using other muscles. I really want to isolate those glutes. 8, 9, and 10. Good. You can kind of experiment with that, but you want to be able to keep that back nice and flat. It always helps for me to envision, like, okay, I'm going to keep a teacup from spilling, or, you know, a glass of water or something on your back. Okay, next one, we're going to come back up and do a balance challenge. So remember to come up nice and slowly since we've been on the floor. This one I want you to do maybe at your kitchen counter, whoops, or next to a wall, or next to something stable anyway, that you have. So if I'm doing it at my kitchen counter, my hands are right over the counter, or your hand is right here. Whatever you're using for your stability, I want you to use it and have it right underneath your hand. This time, we're gonna do a single leg stance. If you can't stand on one foot, do a tandem stance. And I want you to try to close your eyes. This is a really challenging one because you take away a big part of your feedback, right? Your eyesight, which really challenges your proprioception. So when you stand on one leg, stand nice and tall. Don't let your hip go over to the side like that. So stand tall. Get your bearings, and now I say, put your hand right over your object of stability so that when you do close your eyes, you don't have to go searching for whatever your source is. Breathing. Woo! Now, our challenge here is to try to do this for about 30 seconds. So first, stand on that leg, get balanced, and then close your eyes. I'm failing here. All right, now switch. So we're going to work on it for about 30 seconds. If you can't hold it all at once, go ahead and start. For 30 seconds, that's okay. Just try to work on it for 30 seconds at a time. And if you lose your balance, don't just stop. Like, keep trying for 30 seconds. You can set a little timer, or you can just, glance at your watch every now and then. Breathing. And rest. Okay, good. Those are really challenging. So make sure, like I said, do it with your hands right over your kitchen sink, or do it right next to the wall, so it's right there, or wherever your object of stability is. Don't bring your hands down, because then when you have to go reach, it can really throw you off. So just keep your hand right over, hovering over your object there. Okay, go through those 1 or 2 more times, add a little cardio, really get a great workout, and follow it up with a cool down and a stretch. Okay, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Have a great workout.